automated trading for beginners. This is my exact step-by-step process on how I make successful trading strategies on automation, hook them up to my prop firm funded accounts and let them do the work for me. So I'm gonna break it all down for you right now and show you my exact step-by-step process. So first of all, I'll go onto the Forex Club website. I'll go to sign in. Once I sign in, we go through to the Forex Club dashboard area here. You can see everything you could ever possibly want to become a successful trader. You got, of course, the automated trading step-by-step tutorials, which literally walk you through the exact process of how to set up your very own unique automated trading strategies that you can use on your prop firm challenges and prop firm live accounts. Now, depending on the prop firm, whether they allow automated trading or not, because unfortunately not all prop firms allow fully automated trading, but most do. So what is the first step that I need to take? Well, the first step is I need an automated trading system. Now, if I was a trader and I'm a manual trader and I want to become a full automated trader, I'd have to create and build my own full automated trading system. This costs a lot of money and a lot of time, and hardly any traders actually find any success trying to build their own full automated trading system. Why is that? Because they run out of money. And also, it's extremely hard. You need a massive depth of knowledge to how to build a full automated trading system. It's not something that anyone can just do. That's why you don't see all traders having their very own unique full automated trading system. So here is the solution for that. So you have to spend years of your life acquiring the correct knowledge and putting in a hell of a lot of money to develop your own system. So first of all, we go over to Trading View. We go up to indicators, we go down to invite only. Here we add the next gen full automated trading system. It's a platform that allows you to create your very own unique full automated trading strategies without huge time and financial investment because the foundation is already set for you. Let me show you what I mean. Once you click on the system, you get access to all of these settings. Now, these settings, depending on what combination you have these settings in, will change entries for trades, exits for trades. We'll change the level in which the next gen system is analyzing, looking for high probability trades. So everything is kind of in a done for you format. You just got to decide what strategy that you would like to use. Now there is millions and millions of strategies available. So how do we decide what strategy that we'd like to use? You may be thinking, well, I need to keep changing these numbers. This may take me a lot of time. No, it doesn't. So if I click OK, at the moment, this is the complete random default settings. As you can see, it's no strategy whatsoever. It's just complete random settings. We have a hell of a lot of trades on the screen. Now you can create a strategy with as many or as little trades as you like. It's entirely up to you. Don't forget, you are in full control. So the first step, we add the next gen full automated trading system to our trading views chart. Step 2, we head over to the Forex Club dashboard. We click this icon here, which is the Wizard AI. Now, the Wizard AI has a massive bank of strategies that it can offer us. I mean, let's ask it. How many different strategy settings do you have across all symbols? So I click send. Now, what the AI is going to do, it's going to go through pretty quickly, and it's going to tell me how many settings it has. A setting is a different strategy. So across all symbols in a data set, there's only one strategy, which is the next gen exclusive club, right? That is what you're currently using. So how many settings are available for the next gen exclusive club? Let's see what we come back with. And it should tell me how many strategies it has. There we go. Across the full data set, there are 337,968 results. That's all different strategies. Now, when we go over to Trading View, and we can use another system called the Strategy Wizard, there's actually millions available on there as well. So across our two AI systems, the Wizard AI and the Strategy Wizard, there are millions of strategies available. So this is great to know. So let's look at the symbol list. Now, what I want to do at the moment is I want to keep in mind, when I'm looking to deploy multiple strategies on full automation, I need to make sure that my strategies are diversified. So what do I mean by that? For example, I do not want to be trading simultaneously AUD JPY, Euro JPY, CAD JPY, and NZD JPY. I would be a bit foolish to do that. Why? Because they're all JPY crossed pairs. I don't want to do that. And make sure that my symbols are diversified. And that works the same with the US dollar. Now, for the US dollar, you need to be a bit careful because they're not presented as easily as JPY pairs, right? Because the JPY pairs are Euro, then JPY, GBP, then JPY, right? But some US dollar related pairs could be US Tech, BTC, USD. So you need to make sure that you know exactly what symbols you're trading, because I don't want to be trading together US Tech, XAU USD, BTC USD, USD JPY. They're all US dollar related symbols. So I'm heavily reliant on the US dollar working for me. I don't want to do that. It'd be better for me to trade Euro JPY and maybe let's say XAU USD. Now we've got two different symbols that aren't correlated. I may chuck in the German DAX, DE40. I do not want symbols to be correlated, and I do not want to be of the same currency, because that's not diversifying. So here we have, what symbols do we have strategies for? So at the moment, we have the USA are currently sending bombs over to Iran, and Iran is sending bombs to other countries as well. This creates a volatile market. Now, a volatile market can sometimes be good for traders, right? But at the moment, we're not seeing a good volatile market. Now, what I mean by that is when war happens, the market typical characteristics go out the window, and we can get a lot of quick whip moves up and down, and price can stay in a consolidation period, which is basically a ranging market. The market's moving sideways. It's not trending. All traders benefit off a trending market, right? So for US dollar, I'm going to try and stay away from that just for the moment. And I might actually move into Forex pairs, which I don't trade as much nowadays because of the commissions. So I'm going to look to trade a Forex pair. I want to go minimum 30-minute time frame or above. The reason for that is because my stop loss will be not too small, which means my commission will not be too big. So I need to make sure that I understand what I'm doing so I can avoid large commissions. Commissions are calculated on lot sizes. Your lot size becomes bigger when you have a smaller stop loss. Bigger the stop loss, the smaller lot size, the smaller commission I have to pay. Don't forget, on the edge in my favor, I want most of the profits in my trading account. I don't want the broker to eat them up. So I'm actually going to go with Euro JPY. So I'm going to say, show me strategies for Euro JPY on the 30M time frame. Do you know what? I'm going to want every 70% strike rate, okay? This is important. I want a strike rate high. Now, what the AI system is going to do here, the Wizard AI, it's going to search this database. There's 337,000 strategies. And it's going to find me a Euro JPY on the 30-minute time frame with over 70% strike rate. Now, I can simply, with a click of a button, input that into the next-gen full automated trading system here on TradingView. So let me show you how I'm going to do that. So it's going to give me a list. What have we got? 42.38% profit, 42.01, good drawdown, good strike rate. Look, I'm just going to take row one, right? It's giving me all different ones, right? I'm just going to take row one. Row one looks good. So all I've got to do now is type in row one. So what haven't I had to do? I haven't had to sit on the next gen system and keep changing loads of numbers for hours on end, trying to create a fantastic strategy. I've got the foundation here now of a fantastic strategy that I'm now going to make my own. And that's very important that I do that. So now once I've requested row one, it will give me all the stats for row one. I could do the same for another row. I could say, for example, row 9, right? So I'll go over to row 9. And it'll do exactly the same. It'll give me all the settings that I need and the AI code, which will program the next gen full automated trading system on TradingView. And here we go. I simply click copy. I need to note down that I'm on Euro JPY, 30-minute time frame, Oanda feed. So come over to TradingView. I'm on Euro JPY, 30-minute time frame on the ForexCom feed. So I need to make sure that I change that to Oanda. I come up here, open up my AI tool. I now enter in my AI code. And we can currently see down here, right? 12% profit, 19% drawdown. We got 48% profitable trades. Okay, we can see this is not a good strategy that we'd want to use. This is the random default settings that NextGen has And once I click set, the AI is going to take over, and it's now going to plug in for me a good strategy that I can now build from. There we go. Perfect. We've got now 75% strike rate, 77 trades, under 2% drawdown, 40% profit. Like, I'm really happy with that. But now what's important is I do my due diligence, and I take a look through, and I make sure that I'm happy with the trades, but I also want to make it my own. Now, I'm going to show you how I make this strategy my own. First thing I do is I want to clean my charts up a little bit. There we go. Now we moved away some text. I'm going to look at these stats here. Matt's consecutive wins 11. Matt's consecutive losses 2. That's great. Look, I don't need to beat that. But what I do want to do, I want to make sure that the strategy suits me. I've got some good entries. I've got some good exits. So what we got here, we trade on Mondays, Tuesdays, and Thursdays, but not Wednesdays or Fridays. Okay, so why not Wednesdays or Fridays? Let's find out. Now, let's get inquisitive with it. Let's investigate. Wednesdays and Fridays. Let's click OK. Let's get this settings panel up so we can make some changes. So we can see with Wednesdays and Fridays on, I mean, Fridays only made $1,500. Wednesdays was a big miss for this strategy. So we don't really want to use Wednesdays. That's definitely for sure. So let's turn Wednesdays off first. And let's see how that changes the strategy. Yeah, Wednesdays off. Strategy still nowhere near as good. Okay, let's turn off Fridays. Fridays obviously incurred some losses. So the reason why Fridays, even though it looked like a profit, Fridays may have been in $15,000 profit at one point. Then it lost $13,500, which is why we was left with $1,500. So when we turn that off, we can actually see that it benefited this strategy massively. So what I want to do now, I want to actually look at my trend filters. I want to make sure that my entries are different. I now also want to see if I can create a better stop loss and a better take profit. Now, the easiest way for me to do this to begin with is I can actually look at changing some of these settings. So all I need to do, come back to my second AI system and I'll let that do the work for me. So our step so far is 1, we logged into the Forex Club website. 2, we added the next gen automated trading system to our chart. 3, we used our Wizard AI tool, which simply gave me the Euro JPY strategy on the 30-minute time frame. So by this point, I would say, without me explaining every step of the process on this YouTube, most probably maybe 3 to 5 minutes max time would have been spent up until this point now, where I'm on the strategy wizard. So what I do here, I plug in 100, and I'm going to look at the best MA1 and 2, single intensity start and end, and obviously my stop loss as well. So I'm going to go really fine tune. I'm going to test my stop loss in 0.1 increments. I have my signal intensity start. I've also got my signal intensity end, which I'm going to plug in here. Brilliant. I'm going to go just in increments of 1 for that. And 1 for this one. And MA1 and 2 looks good for me as well. I'll put that down to 100. Okay. Don't forget, guys, all this you'll be shown step by step in the tutorials. I'm just showing you how I create a fully automated trading strategy. The easiest way that I know how, and the easiest way out there in the trading industry to be able to just continuously create and evolve your own strategies as much as you like. You can create as many strategies as you like. You can change your strategies as much as you like, depending on the market conditions. For example, there's a war broke out now, so I have down tools on USD pairs because I'm not interested. Don't forget, with trading, we can pick our battles. Why do I want to trade 2 or 3 USD symbols when I can go and trade yen? I can go and trade German DAX. You know, I might just have 1 USD symbol on gold, right? But I'm not going to be having 2, 3, or 4. That'd just be silly of me. The markets are very unpredictable right now. There's a war broken out, so why do I want to trade an unpredictable market which has the US dollar in it? I don't. I'd be an idiot to do that. So I now need to go, okay, back to next gen, strategy wizard, wizard AI. Let's get building. Let's create strategies that are diversified away from the US dollar. So we have MA1, MA2 on a good stop loss size. And take profit, I'm going to leave it as it is for the moment. So I'm going to do that manually. I click save and run. What's going to happen now is the Strategy Wizard AI is going to load up the next gen system and it's going to start changing those parameters for me. And it's going to test 100 years worth of data in about 10 minutes. And then it's going to give me the best results. So we're looking to beat 39% profit. So we're looking to beat 39% profit. That was the best that it currently was on. If it beats that, great. If it doesn't, it may get some strategies that might have been 35%, 36%, 37%. However, the entries may have been a bit more beneficial and may have had lower drawdown. So I can see all the stats from its 100 tests from the spreadsheet that it's going to download me. So data is important to traders. So every single test that this is about to do now, 100 tests over the last year, 100 years worth of data, it will give me all those tests on a nice spreadsheet so I can see every single result and I can literally just take whatever strategy I like. So we'll leave this now and we're going to come back in 10 minutes. So the AI is now finished. It has tested the last 12 months 100 times and it will show me the results from this test here. So we can see the worst result, which is in red, and the best result, which is in green. Now, it didn't actually beat on this occasion. And sometimes it doesn't, because the strategy was very good anyway. However, we can still make some improvements. There's always room for improvement when it comes to trading strategies. So do not forget that. So we can see here, the best one is net profit, 39%, percentage profitable, 75%, and drawdown 1.9. That's good, right? That's a good strategy. But what we're going to do, we're going to go organize, and we're going to add a filter to column D, which is percentage profitable. And we're going to go a greater number than or equal to 70. We're going to look at all the strategies with over 70% strike rate, and here we can see them. Because sometimes you may have like a 73% strike rate strategy, but the other stats are better. For example, in this case, not so much. Look, the best drawdown is 1.89 by the looks of it. And that gave us 35% profit, 32% strike rate. Our profit factor is slightly lower. So we are going to stick with the original strategy. So we're going to go back to that. Now, what I would be inclined to do is just run more cycles on the Strategy Wizard, because what that's going to do is going to keep testing different parameters. I may have added in a take profit now, just an extra parameter. But because we're on a YouTube video, I'm just going to run through that 100 and then I'm going to show you some of the manual stuff that I like to do. So what I like to do now is, we see the take profit here. I want to see if a bigger take profit, it will naturally drop down the profitable trades, but can actually increase our profit. So let's just go up in 0.1 increments. Let's see how we get on. We've actually turned a slight profit in Feb there, which is good. So we can see profit's gone up, strike rate has come down slightly, and our max get to wins and losses has come down slightly. But it's good to just go through and see what take profit size works best. Now, sometimes what we can do is we can actually change take profit size, then run the wizard on it. So it changes all the parameters for us. And then we can get different parameters now for different take profit sizes. That's something I actually really like doing, because it only takes 10 minutes to run through 100 years worth of data. So I can literally go, okay, what would it be like with a 1.1 stop loss? Bang, run the cycles again. Okay, what's it like with a 1.2 stop loss? Bang, run 100 cycles again. And this is all just still within, like, even when I'm running cycles, I'm not sat there doing it myself. I can put it on for 10 minutes. I can go away, do something, and come back. But if I did just want to sit here and watch it, it's only take like 10 minutes of my time to test the same time up 12 months worth of data 100 times, which is crazy. So I'm just going to keep it on one. Like, I think one's fine. All right, so I'm going to leave it on one. What I can do now, I can go down to the trend filters. I'm going, okay. Or I always go through the trend filters and test, is there a better trend filter? This will help differentiate some entries, make the strategy more customized towards me. And don't forget, I'm not just looking for one singular best stat. I'm looking to see how I can improve other stats as well. A lot of people just focus on just one stat, usually net profit. I'm looking at them all. So, for example, if this dropped down to 70%, but then this went up to like 50%, and then the drawdown stays similar, I'm like, okay, this actually could be a better strategy than the first one. Okay, so we've changed some trend filters. We've kept trend filter 1 the same. Trend filter 2 we've changed to the 1 hour time frame. We've actually got a win streak of 12 and a losses of 2, which is good. We've also We've got a profit of 37%, which has dropped down by 2%, and we've dropped down our profitable trades down by 2%. So we've gained a consecutive win. However, we have lost a couple of digits from these two. So I will continue. Okay, so far reasonably happy with this. I currently have a 13 consecutive wins, only 2 consecutive losses, profit factor of 3, 75% strike rate, 38% profit, less than 2% drawdown. This is good. Now what we can look at MA time delay. MA time delay is a fantastic little addition which can look to remove bad trades to help increase our strike rate and hopefully reduce drawdown. But we'll see how it works with this setup, because sometimes it's not required. It was already on 0, so we may keep it on 0. But we'll check some different values and see how we get on. So that was making it a bit too restrictive. Now, if we have too many filters, what happens is the trade volume drops and we get a bit too strict on the filters. We do want to give some breathing room on these charts. We do want trades to flow through. We don't want to be too restrictive. So the MA time delay value is preferred on 0. But I keep entry type the same. Now we can look at signal smoothing. So we can turn off signal smoothing. We can see what the stats are like with it off, which are nearly 40% profit. I actually prefer it with it off at the moment. We've got a 15 consecutive wins, 2 consecutive losses now. Yes, we've dropped 1% in profitable trades. Drawdown's still low. Profit's gone up here. I mean, this isn't too bad. What I'm going to do, I'm going to turn it back on. I'm just going to go up in 100s and just see if there is a preferred signal smoothing. But at the moment, I actually prefer it off. But let's see what we can do. Okay, so this is looking really good. We have signal smoothing on 200. And this has improved actually quite a lot. 77% strike rate. Drawdown's got a little bit lower. Profit's gone up. 15 consecutive wins, 2 consecutive losses. It's looking decent. Let's see if we can increase this even more so. Let's try 250 now. 240. So now we know 200 was good. I'm just going to try and just go either side of 200 and just see if I can get it a little bit fine-tuned. Okay, so happy with 200 on signal smoothing. I think this is definitely the best setup that we have here. Now, what I'm usually inclined to do at this point now, I've fine-tuned some of these filters. I'll actually run the strategy wizard again on these MA1, MA2, single intensity start, single intensity end, stop loss. And just see if I can fine-tune again, because I really want to make this strategy unique to me, how I want it to be, not just a strategy that AI is giving me. I don't want to run that. I want to make sure it's unique to me always, the sort of stats that I want to see. So I'm just going to have a quick flick 2 above and 2 below to see if that makes any changes for the positive. At the moment, no. That's fine. Let's check this one out. And then there we will have a beautiful strategy ready to be deployed onto a prop firm challenge or live account. Now I can repeat this process on any symbol that I like. Any symbol. I can repeat the same process. The Wizard AI has over 350,000 strategies that I can pluck out, and I can do this exact method with it as well. So as you can see, automated trading doesn't have to be complicated anymore. We can simply change the numbers in boxes. Every time I change a number, these stats change. When I stop changing numbers in boxes, once I'm happy with the stats. Now we've got all the foundation here laid out for us. We don't need to create any code, do any coding. We don't need to pay any coders or developers. We don't have to spend years of testing and financial investment. This is a great way for auto trading for beginners, but also traders already successful traders that just want to diversify their portfolio. They want to get some automated trading on the go. For example, if I was a manual trader and I was already successfully trading London session, I might create a manual trading session for Tokyo. to trade while I'm asleep throughout the Asian session. So I think it's safe to say this is a very good strategy. Nice and simple. Step 1, we went into the Forex Club website. Step 2, we added the next gen full automatic trading system to TradingView. Step 3, we used the AI agent, the Strategy Wizard AI, and that gave me a strategy for Euro JPY on the 30-minute time frame. I then run that strategy through my other Strategy Wizard, which then helped me fine-tune the settings and showed me if there were any other better options. Then I manually changed some of these filters to create a strategy which has been improved. 15 consecutive wins, 2 consecutive losses, some beautiful profits here over the last 12 months. Good strike rate of 77%, low drawdown below 2%, profit of 41%. Perfect for a prop phone challenge or live account. I will then create another strategy which will not be on the Euro and will not be on the JPY, would be similar stats that I can then run with this while I run 2 strategies together.